Hello. All right. So I see a lot of people that have shoulder issues and they want to continue working out in the gym. So Kirk and I have teamed up to go over a good mobility exercise for shoulder people and also a great way to modify strengthening for shoulder pain people. So the first thing that we're going to start with is a reverse bear crawl. This is really good for stabilizing the shoulders as well as getting mobility to get better at overhead positions, which a lot of people who have shoulder pain, they typically have issues with going overhead. So, Kirk, you're going to get onto all fours and you are going to take a nice deep breath. Whenever you're in this position, you want to make sure that your wrists are under your shoulders and that your knees are under your hips. You are going to take a nice deep breath in, and with your exhale, lift your knees and hips up away from the floor. You can actually lift your hips a little bit higher, so bring everything up. Good. You want to try and go into like somewhat of a modified overhead position. Now, as you continue to breathe, you are going to reverse crawl. So as you're going to go opposite hand and leg. If you try same side hand and leg, you will topple over likely. Okay, this is a side view. So Kirk, you're gonna push your hips up and back. Good. And then walk on backwards. And I would say you can do this for either 5 to 8 reps per side or do it time-based to like 15 to 30 seconds if you wanna make it super challenging.
Great, so that's an exercise that you can do to help with your shoulder pain and make the mobility better. If you were coming to see us here at Game Changer and you had shoulder pain and we're working with Allison, here's something we would modify in your program to continue to train, but not aggravate that shoulder pain. So Allison, I'm gonna ask you to grab a pair of 20-pound dumbbells and lie on your back here. Feet up here, head up there. So very common exercise we do is a bench press, but sometimes that range of motion on a bench press can be painful for the shoulder. So a modification we'll do is what we call floor press. Simply gonna have Allison lie on the floor. Second thing we're gonna do is we're gonna slow the tempo down. So I'm gonna ask her to press the dumbbells up to the top and then lower them on a 3-second count. Once she gets to the bottom, she's gonna pause briefly and then press back to the top. So 2 modifications we've made. One, we've shortened the range of motion and we slowed down the tempo so we don't have to use as much weight to get the same training effect.
Do this all day.
Excellent, right. So those are 2 ideas of if you have shoulder pain, how we can work together. Allison's gonna work on the mobility to get you out of pain. She talked about being able to put your hand overhead. And so that you can continue to train here, we're gonna modify the exercise that we typically do to customize your program.